So go ahead and tweet us at LOL Esports. Let us know who you think came out ahead. Use the hashtag CWWin or SKWin. We'll check on those results in a bit. But this is definitely going to be an interesting game for certain. I think the lane swap makes a lot of sense in this situation. We'll see how...
Towards SK as well. So now they can just freeze it and sit back and farm, get a small level advantage. And I really like how Svensson actually smited the wolf, expecting Airwax to come in and invade him. But whoa, this one-on-one here.
Yeah, it's a cat fight. Airwax, can he get the damage on Svenskeren? Tries to predict the way he's going to go. Flash burned. Airwax still in hot pursuit, uses his own, and that's first blood. Then Italy comes out on top. Airwax thinks he can take it on solo, as they need a little bit more help in that bottom side. Should be able to finish that off. Just a smite, and he gets the first dragon.
Taking full control of the early game from Airwax within it.
Not been able to do a whole lot for his team. Freeze now. They're going to drop the Tibbers. Look for Forgiven. He's big. He's got the damage. Yeah, Freeze is incredibly low. In comes Svenskeren. Forgiven does go down, however. They'll find the revenge. But it's an AD for support, Deficio.
Yeah, again, the Copenhagen
can make a play, but they're playing so carefully. You've already lost Forgiven once, but they're going to look for another one. The Tibbers is down. He dashes away. Wild Growth forced. And an ult for an ult, but here comes Svenskeren. Can they get the return damage? They know it. Teleport. They're going to go all into this one. Flash the bola. Can you get away? Wait a minute. Freeze taken incredibly low by this one. Svenskeren a little bit low. Here comes Youngbuck. Freeze is going to pick up Svenskeren. They're looking for Freddy now. Frozen 2 flashing away. Double kill over to Freddy 1-2-2. Can they find Youngbuck for even more? He's burning down as Fox picks up Soren in the jungle in all the craziness.
Not over yet.
No, it's not. Here comes Fox dashing in. Double kill on the LeBlanc. Unlimited finds himself without any friends. Even the Tibbers is down. And down goes again Unlimited. Fox picking up the triple.
The other lane has done just fine. And Sven has actually been able to be part of some very important counter ganks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wait in the brush.
Stealing candy from a child.
Yep. It should be a dragon over at SK Gaming.
So no reason to take this fight for the Copenhagen Wolves, especially not when you give up the dragon area, so you allow the pigwalks to come down from SK. Just have to give it up. Try and get something else.
Yeah, Freddy, though, he's going to be in some trouble. Wanders into a death brush of his own. However, throws down the Frozen Tomb, flashing away. Youngbuck can't quite find enough damage. Airwax trying to finish the job, but the Wild Growth means he stayed alive, and Copenhagen Wolves overcommit to that one. Not been punished for it yet, but Svenskeren looking for 2. It's actually going to go over to Enrated with a little help from the Glitter Lance.
And again, we see why this Rengar
is just about reset, but Enrated getting chased away. Fox is there as well. Gonna find Unlimited, and there he goes. Unstoppable is the word.
Yeah, that was very, very well. 5 minutes. Yeah, and you're keeping now LeBlanc and Lissandra as the 2 scouts. Sit ready here. If anyone walks in towards them, they can just blow them up, and then you get a free Baron for SK Gaming 25 minutes into the game.
You just take the Baron right there anyway. Much more than scratch. The surface, here comes the culling. Airwax jumps out.
Freeze is no flash now, remember.
Oh, but Unlimited, he takes a minute and drops the Tibbers. However, here they go immediately, jumping on Airwax low. Everyone on the walls. Here comes Svenskeren. They're turning around, trying to find Youngbuck, a pair of Zanya's Hourglass, but that is going to be Youngbuck going down. Unlimited soon to follow. SK have lost nobody. They've taken 2, and that... If you're the Wolves, they've got to try to contest it, but they're too slow. They don't have any sort of damage to really stop this. Fox is zoning. He's going to find Airwax. Tanky as he is, they're going to pick up the Baron. Fox a little bit low. Soren now dashing away as Freddy took him out of his comfort zone, and now the culling is on. They're just continuing to chase the Wolves down, see if they can get a pick here. Looks like they're going to look for Unlimited Fate's call. There is the Zanya's Hourglass for Youngbuck, switching the targets rapidly. Svenskeren going down. Airwax so low, so is Soren. Fox going in, Forgiven, picking up Youngbuck, picking up Unlimited. That's a double kill. Looking for more. They lose Svenskeren, but they find...
Full HP can then start cleaning up with the rest of their space.
Yeah, the fights have just been way too good for them, and Fox with a godlike kill, just like that. Great clockwork back to Dragon, boys.
Really, really good performance on this LeBlanc here. Again, it's the first time we see him play it.
And he's 7-0. Misses the chains, forcing away. Whoa, not sure where that charm was going. And he's going to jump on to Unlimited, gets a Tibbers for his trouble. They take the turret. They're going to take the inhibitor. The Copenhagen Wolves just don't have any response to this. And SK, they look like they want to keep pushing.
Just keep looking for these kills here.
No reason not to. There's really, you can't get that close. They're going to start firing down the Nexus turrets here. One is about to go. Youngbuck incredibly low in this one. Freddy getting the Frozen Tomb. Soren incredibly low as well as he backs to his own fountain. This 4 dragons to 1. They're just going to wait for a few more minion reinforcements. A temporary ceasefire as SK Gaming look to be on the cusp of yet another win. Will they find a kill? Fox, how many can he pick up in this game? Svenskeren could be in some trouble, but Freddy has got his back. Youngbuck is going to go down. They're going to find, it looks like Unlimited, not quite Freddy with the clutch Zanya as they turn their attention to this last Nexus turret. 35, almost 36 minutes into this game. Down it goes. SK Gaming, a 7th win on the board. And they just cannot be stopped.
This was the first game where we really saw SK Gaming actually fall behind in the early game, where we had their one-on-one kills from Airworks onto Svenskeren, and we obviously had Forgiven dying in the lane as well. And Copenhagen was, with these standard lanes, a good early tactic. But then you just see the team adapt to it, start saying, okay, we're not going to go for the place anymore, we're just going to counter gank with our Rengar. Svenskeren was doing so well, despite dying early on, of finding these right counter gank moments. And then obviously again with Freddy destroying Youngbuck in that one-on-one.
Some uncertainty in their faces there, and I think you're right. They were definitely tested in that early stage. Of course, Forgiven was killed again. Is going to double his number of deaths so far in the LCS.
Not going to touch his KDA, however. Yeah. You divide by 1 anyway. But
the math is not necessarily my specialty, Deficio, but you know, you still got to be happy about that one. But I do agree. It's a little bit of a harder win that time around. They were able to take advantage, but you could see a few more weaknesses in their play this time.
So the thing is, do we really want to call their weakness when they fall behind early for the first time we see a team actually really try and punish them in a 2-on-2 lane and punish Svenskeren, who normally is the aggressive jungler, and then you adapt to it and you turn it around, and by 15 minutes you have 9 kills on the board. You're 5k gold ahead almost, and you're going to win the game because you're just looking so good.
Yeah. So honestly, they definitely turned it on.
Exactly.
In that mid-later game. So it just seems like if they do have a hole, they patch it, but you could see they were thinking about how they're going to deal with those little things going forward. They definitely got spotted a few times by the Wolves. I mean, kudos to them for really trying to put it to SK Gaming.
Yeah, again.
But you're right. I mean, it was just, you can't even ban them out. You can't ban the particular picks because